Hey riders, good morning. It is currently looks like 8:12 in the morning. Team GRC Sunday short race, the SSR as we like to call it. Hopefully everything here is live and running today. We got 2.5 minutes to go to the start of stage 18, Rivabellosa, La Vuelta 2024. What am I wearing today? Today I am in my other Cranked jersey. I think I mentioned it last week and I didn't give it enough of a shout out. Cranked Bike Shop is located in Airdrie, Alberta, Canada. It's almost like a suburb now of Calgary. They won't want me saying that, but it's about 80,000 people, I believe. Calgary, I think, is 1.5 million. And I mean, there's 5 minutes in between the two towns. I think my first real girlfriend ever lived in Airdrie, and I lived in Calgary. And it seemed so far back then. But anyway, so Cranked in Airdrie. Awesome bike shop. That's where I bought my Cervelo from. Check out their brands. And I knew I didn't have to really have this. I know they carry some of the best brands, but they start with Specialized. Then they have Cervelo. I'm gonna look at the camera today. Then they have Cervelo. They have Factor. They have Look. And last little brand to talk about, Pinarello. And the owner of the shop is Nick. Nick Lynham, awesome cyclist. He's got a ton of Strava segments around here. Super awesome climber. Nick's probably my height, so he's probably right around 6'2", maybe 6'3". So 187 to 189, 190 centimeters for my Euro buddies. But Nick is probably, he's got to be at least 30 pounds less than me. So out in the mountains here, we have a place called Canmore, which I like to go to. Sorry, not Canmore, Invermere, Windermere, Fairmont Hot Springs, Radium Hot Springs. It's kind of like the next mountain valley gap over. It's in the Kootenays. Beautiful part of Canada. It's only about 2.5 to 3 hours from Calgary. Nick kind of owns a lot of the Strava segments around there. So, yeah, shout out to Nick and Crank Bike Shop in Airdrie. Little known fact, I worked at Crank very briefly, and I loved it. I really loved it. It was at a point where I was kind of like, what am I going to do with my life? Like, what am I going to do? Right now, as of this morning, I have no idea. I'm like kind of lost in space. But here we go, folks. Off to the races. Let's let this all get settled down at the beginning here. And again, love my Crank jersey. I have 3 of them. 3 different years of jerseys, I should say. So you've already seen one of them. It was a bit more yellow up top here. This one's a bit more orange. There was a third one, and it was a Giant brand one. And just to be honest, I didn't like it. I did not like the fabric at all on it. And maybe that was just the way it was designed to be a bit more of a heavier jersey. I just didn't like it at all. And to also, I was going to say, to be honest again there. So I'm not going to say it. But, yeah, that one broke on me. The zipper blew out right away. It's kind of junky. So I think all this stuff here I'm wearing, the Specialized ones from Cranked, they're kind of like their elite race line level. Again, made somewhere. I think they're made in South America, so that's better than way overseas. Get my drift. So let's just jump right back in here, folks. We're going to get in here. The reason why I have the image down at the bottom here today, Holly's back. Oh my. Holly is back in action here. Check this out. Holly's been outside mountain biking all summer long. She's a really, really superstar climber, so great to see her here. We got some names here today, folks. Now, this is someone I missed. There's a race that went off last week, I think, at some point, and someone was talking about Maddox here. This rider here. But coming up behind, we got Shanik. Yes, Shanik. Yeah, I love following Shanik here. So we've got Shanik here, Ghost Pink, Don Mateo, Eddie. Let's see how big the group is here. I got to be careful here with clicking this. So with the overlay that you see here, this video overlay, when you get it too close to the settings up here, you can't get in and out. Tested it this morning. Check this out. Here we are in map mode. You know I love map mode. You know I love it. I just want more detail. I wish right now I could spin it. I wish I could zoom in to show you some of the, the topographical features, the superficial geology of the area. So here, at least now I can jump in and jump out. Last week, I struggled when I went into settings. And just to prove that, to make my point, here we're in. Here we're out. I couldn't do that last week. Even with the escape key, tested it this morning. It's this overlay that kind of must, even though it's just a circle that you're seeing with me locked in. Oh yeah, where am I again, folks? I'm in Joey Jojo's White Palace. I had to kick her out this morning. Fighting and screaming all the way. Just kidding. Oh, and who am I? I'm Colin over at Inside Cycling World. Gotta say too, folks, the support is tremendous. Fantastic. What else can I say? I've really noticed now that more and more subscribers coming in. Just, I like to do that too. I'm not doing nothing these days. This is it. This is my thing right now. Straight up, full disclosure, actively looking for work. There's so much stuff I can do. My resume is pretty weird, so people look at me on paper and go, yeah. So anyways, I don't want to sound like I'm talking weird about myself, but people look at my resume and go, I don't even know what this means. Even though you've worked in an office environment, you've scheduled, you've budgeted, you've done presentations, risk analysis, data analytics, hiring staff, reviewing staff, mentoring junior staff, all that kind of stuff. Presentations. That's what I do for a living. I present stuff. So I'm a geologist. Let's get back to the race, folks. I'm just wasting your time here. Enough about me. So this race did go off on Thursday as well for the muckers. Shunnick here is riding the new Live bike. Awesome to see. So this is kind of a Rivabellosa redo, as they like to say. So the muckers rode this on Thursday. Fantastic race. There was a group of 17 out front. And they survived. That group of 17 stuck together to right about the 15-kilometer mark. And that's where Shunnick, was Embrayers and another rider, and Shunnick lit it up and just started throwing people out the back. So look at the bottom of the screen, folks. The profile here, you can see these little orange segments. You can just barely see them. I'm going to try not to put my face right in the screen. Feel a little bit rough today. I don't know why. I actually slept late today. Not sure. Don't know. I think I was in bed till 20 after 6. Look at this, Stu, right off the rip. Let's hang out with Stu for a little bit here. Stu loves to smash things apart. Stu's got a little YouTube channel. Check him out. So anyways, folks, I'm all over the place. I'm a scatterbrain when I do these things. There's no script. There's no nothing. I might think of something beforehand to talk about. I am not going to say I'm really good at winging things, but I'm kind of good at winging things. Hey, Rubu here. Rubu. Yeah, this guy decked out in the Team GRC jersey, riding the Trek, Lidl Trek, Madone Gen 8 bike. That's the bike you want, folks. Hey, where is Ragnar? Ragnar's here today, too. Once this spreads out a little bit, I'll probably be able to find them better. Let's jump back here for a little bit. I imagine Ragnar should be close on L. Rowan here. Stu, Ghost Pink, Darth Puncher. Hey, Darth. Good to see you. Darth is part of the America's Watt series. Had a little mental mechanical, let's call it that, last week. Looking forward to covering the final stage of the America's Watts race series. It's this Tuesday, folks. It goes off at 7 o'clock at night. So any of my North American, South American, Latin American friends, the Caribbean, I know you're out there. I know you're lurking. Not everyone subscribes to the channel. I think it's like 65% of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So I'm trying to be Mr. YouTube now. I don't really promote it that well. Kind of terrible at that. It kind of makes me cringe inside. Hey, new name right here. Check this out. ZZ. Yeah. You know what I'm going to say here. Look at the flag. It's always them. What is with these Danes? What is with you? The people from Denmark, great cyclists. So at the front right now, I'm seeing all the major hitters. Maddox is new to me. I'm not sure if he's brand new to Rouvy or what. He's not. He's a level 47, new to our race series. We got Alan here. Awesome. Alan Shan here. Got Nizzy G. OG, the Nizzy G, hanging out with us from the U.S. So let's just back it up again to there too. America's Watts, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for me. I'm in Alberta, Canada, right up the road from Cranked. Don't forget about that. They've got a 64-kilometer route, maybe 400 or 500 meters of climbing, so it's pretty much flat. Just an endurance race they're putting on. I think it'd be so cool if we could get some outsiders to jump into the series with them. Just kind of, let's call it spruce up, fill out the race series. I think there's only currently about 20 people in it that have been showing up on the regular. So, yeah, let's get in. Hey, check this name out. Haven't seen this guy in a while either. Good to see. Ooh, some hard pushes here. So we're climbing up this little 1.5–2% false flatty, aka Rouvy pointed this out. We're going to get back to Rouvy in a second here. As they like to call in Spain, Spanish flats. In Spain, it's never flat. And yeah, take a look at all the La Vuelta challenges. Outside of Barcelona, maybe that's the flat one. Maybe Santander. And the reason I'm saying it that way, folks, is back into, and I didn't even know what Santander was. I didn't know it was a place. In 2012, in a previous lifetime, when I used to be a Formula One nut, I am not anymore. Those cars sound horrible. Horrible. There's no one that can tell me, oh, these sound better than the V8s. No one can say that. If you do, you've never heard the old cars. I will actually spend time on YouTube. There's a Ferrari from the 90s. And yeah, again, I'm not that much of a F1 nut anymore. But I kind of watched it all through the 90s, all through the 2000s, you know, the Michael days, the Kimi days, the Hakkinen days, Jacques Villeneuve. Probably really got into it, like, I think right after Nigel was done. So, like, Damon Hill was right there, but I never really watched him. Did you know I met Damon Hill very briefly, him and Eddie Irvine, in an elevator, and we all went down to the breakfast buffet at a hotel in Austin, Texas in 2014. I'm sure they remember me very well. Yeah, both very, very small dudes. I felt like I was about a foot taller than them. And yeah, we rode the elevator down so early in the morning. I bet you it was like 4:45 in the morning. That's how these guys probably lived. They're probably up at the crack of dawn. My friends slept for, like, I swear, another 3 hours. So I was just hanging out down there in this buffet, sipping coffee for hours on end, and got a chance to meet them. So that was really cool. That was my one little Formula One thing. But Santander, let's get back to that story. 2012, we flew over to London on a Thursday, landed at Heathrow? I don't know. I know there's another major airport there too. I forget which one it's called. Gatwick. That's the one. Got picked up by a car, driven up to Silverstone. I guess if it's technically called Silverstone, is that the town name? I don't know. But that's where the track is. And got dropped off. We had a camper set up. Yeah, it was something different. I'm telling you that. But we got to, like, camp right at the racetrack, surrounded by mobs of crazy British fans, crazy Formula One fans. And I just remember the announcer always saying, Santander. Just the way he said it, it will be locked in my mind forever. Coming up, another little kick here, folks. Let's check this out. We've got Nizzy G, Darth Puncher, Maddox. Things are totally settled out now. Let's take a little look at the map for a second. You can see how we're spreading out. So we've got our front hitters group here. Jumping back, ooh, it's not going to let me do that right now, so we're going to just do this. We can use the bubbles. Let's take a look at the back here, folks. Can I make it all the way? Yes, 56. Wow. So this morning I saw 61 signed up. I wonder if I can get to, I can get to that writer. So Ricardo Vargas 46 did not start, and that's okay. He missed his start shoot time. But we've got Arlen Try here. Check this out. A Brazilian rider. Super duper Rouvy. Still decked out in the Rouvy kit and riding the Rouvy bike. Okay. I have to make a new video today. We're going to get back to some of the instructional videos, the tutorial videos, the starter videos, the just listen to Colin be an idiot on camera videos. Let's call them that. But yeah, Arlen Try has a compatriot here now. Siub, a comrade to ride with. So we got a level 7, a level 36. Every week here on the channel, we do a shout out, special spotlight on the lowest level rider. We always do this. So here he is today, I think. And we always look for the brand new names that we've never seen before. I think if you watch this week after week, you'll see the new names coming. I know Rouvy's growing. Rouvy is growing. People are returning. Like, take a look to here. Dinero 63. Another new name I've never seen before. So, and not brand new to Rouvy, level 50 rider, is now racing with GRC. Awesome, fantastic, sensational. Here we go. Defarel 847, US rider here, level 80. This guy's a legend. And so when I say legend, if you're new to the show, is that what we call it? Yeah, let's call it the show. If you're new to the show, back in the old days, the level number, did they have a level number back then? So we're talking circa 2020, 2021 when I started. So I started on Rouvy April 2021. Yeah, April 2021, using the old system where you had tasks to do to go from level to level. And each level had a name, like rookie, starter, novice, local champ, something like that. Well, the highest one you could get to was a legend status. And it really meant something back then. Now we're on the numbered system. I like a bit of both. Hey, here's the tractor. Go back to the Thursday race. You'll see this in the muggers. I remember this tractor because I rode this solo the week before. Anyways, looks like I've been messing around here. I think we have 13 at the front, 12 or 13. Trying to see that little number on the bottom of the screen there. Excuse me. So that's where. So if we look at this today here, we're now at 11.63 kilometers, 11.64. I'm going to sit back more. So take in this jersey of mine. I've got a few more as well. Should we see a different jersey every week? Should I be rocking some different gear? One I don't wear a lot. It's one of my cranked ones. Cranked Airdrie, Alberta. I did work there 2 days. So back then, I was like super committed to that bike shop job. I loved it. I thought it was so much fun. I wanted to sell high-end bikes to people. Like, here's your Grail brake. Here's your Pinarello Dogma that you ordered. And I believe Cranked Airdrie, Nick, they are the only Pinarello franchise, I think, in Alberta. I think. I'll have to dig into that some more. But yeah, Pinarello, Factor, Look. I love Look bikes. Absolutely love them. Why? Because I have a Look TT bike that I picked up probably probably 3-4 years back. It's fully tricked out. It's all Dura-Ace, that thing. All mechanical. So it's older, but it is fast AF, if you get my drift. And what's even cooler about it is I was hanging out in Invermere, that place I was talking about earlier when I bought it. We were at some golf resort there. Do I golf? Barely. Do I drink when I golf? Yeah. So I'm good at that part. And good for an occasional laugh. So I bought it there. And I remember I talked to the guy, and he had a lot of tire kickers. So he said, hey, dude, here you go. If you want it, come get it. Like, X dollars. And I just drove up, the day after we got back. I said, okay, everything's on hold. Driving up there, I think it was a 3.5-hour drive. Got it, brought it home. Totally in love with it. So it's like tricked out. And yeah, it's probably like a bike from 2011, 2012. So stiff. All the carbon fiber strands are exposed. There's a look on it. The bullhorn bars. I have a little local 20-mile loop that I like to do. Actually, folks, the critical point's I'm going to get through this real quick here. I have a little local 20-mile loop that I do when I used to ride outside on my Cervelo. I went out on that Look bike for the first time. 9 watts per kilo here, folks, going off. It is being absolutely lit up right now. The first time I went out on that Look TT bike, and I could barely get into, the praying mantis position, whatever you want to call it, the ski tuck. I rode on the bullhorns, more out like this. Shaved 2 minutes off my time. 2 minutes! Just because I was a little bit more like that. Yeah, those TT bikes are incredible, and it's one of my prized possessions. I'll never let go of that thing. Yeah, lighting it up. Maddox here at the front. So again, I don't know Maddox. Decked out with the Italian flag. Got Shunnick here, El Roland, Dalmateo, all strong, strong, strong. So in the Muckers race, this is where it went off. It's coming up. This little, you could see the rise in the distance here going through these farm fields. I wonder what they grow here. This doesn't look like grapes. Not even sure what this is here. So nice groups here. Just have a quick bounce. Got Arlen at the back still. Looks like there's someone behind Arlen. Ooh, MCR001 has disconnected. Hope you get back in, dude. We're going to bounce up. Here's De Niro, Rasta G, De Farrell, Jerry. I might have seen this name before. Hey, Des Dyer. Always with us. Great to see Des again. And I love chatting with Des afterwards. Silver Birch, brand new name to me. Level 73 and brand new to me. Pat04, I've never seen any of these riders here. Fuji 52, we are just pulling a ton of new cyclists here. Getting right back to the front. Maddox pushing over the top of this little rise here. Wow, beautiful countryside. Farm fields in these broad sweeping valleys with the mountains ringing us on all sides, it looks like here. So yeah, obviously the valleys, prolific farming areas, all the sediment that's been shed off the mountains through the river systems in the past that cause all the erosion is what's creating all this super fertile soil here. Science fact of the day, or science, whatever you want to call it. Spin Jedi, right at the front. Okay, so that last little kick did start to break things up. We got 5 left in the front here. And this is exactly how it went down in the Muckers race too. It's that false flatty rise here that they're going through over the top. And some people just kind of trail out the end. So we got 5 hitters. Maddox, L. Rowling, Patterson here. To be honest, I don't know if it's Christoph or Christopher. I got to say it's Christopher only because US rider, he's got it as Christoph. Chris, there. I'll cheat it. How about that? And I'm positive I've talked to Chris before too. So Chris, I apologize if I forgot your name. I've got a billion names in my head here. Shunnick, yes. Now, let's bounce back a bit. I want to see where Rubu is. We were going to do Rubu's right here. So they're just 90 meters. We got a nice group of Nizzy G, Spin Jedi, Rubu, ZZ, double Z's. Oh, the Dane. So we got 4 there. And then Darth Puncher is riding solo now. So good to see Darth Puncher here. Second place in the America's Watts series right now. Entering the final stage. Stage 8 of 8 in the America's Watts series. Hey, here's another one to check out too. Check out Nidier. It's David E. or David. I'm not sure. Message me on the Discord. And said, hey, what do you think of Nidier? How can I improve it? So it's his application. He's designed that. It's for tracking all the race results, the times, just so that you don't have to do it yourself. So he's asked for some input. And to be honest, I haven't even asked the group yet, like, what do they want to see? I thought maybe Strava segments, like the climbs, tied in there. So then it's easier to see, like, your group, your race friends, how they did, versus comparing yourself to the very best cyclist on Rouvy, where you don't have a chance. You want to be compared with your peers, right? Bouncing back to the front here, Maddox, Chris, Dalmateo, El Roland, Shunnick, all hanging together here. Such a strong group. Looks like we got some riders on the live bikes. Looks like Maddox here is not on the fastest of bikes, I don't believe. El Roland definitely is. Nizzy Cheek. So we're going to just do a quick bounce back here, folks. We are going to counter a couple more kicks here. Rubu looking good. Yeah, Rubu. This guy, he rides a lot. Very strong cyclist, by the way. So I think I've told everyone before, too. If you want to message me, okay, they're hitting some bumps right now, too. They're heading over these little, looks almost like a little bridge, little overpass. I see it. There's train tracks going under this bridge right now, so you're going to bounce up hard. Perfect places to launch attacks. Perfect places. I'm just going to bounce back. I'm looking for people like, here's Stu. This is who I was looking for right here. Look at him pushing hard. He's coming up to the train track crossing here. He knows this is a time to smash this group apart. He's got Biker AP hanging with him. Oh, they're just up the road. Sorry. That train track crossing's coming up. But Stu is Doesn't hide anything. Yaya Reki, Ghost Pink, they're all here. Alan Shan. Alan's just drifting off the back of him. He's got to get back on. Ragnar's here. Yes. What is Ragnar? Ragnar is on the right bike. So, yeah, Ragnar's on the right bike because I think he bought the wrong one. It's kind of a little running joke. So it goes. Woitko, how do I say it? Thomas Lynn. Lots of GRC riders here. We're going back to the front, folks, just to see what's going to happen here. 5 riders still at the front. So yeah, friend me on Rouvy, Strava, Facebook, wherever you want, YouTube, comment. I will return all the comments. I think there's been a couple comments over the years I haven't returned because there's been like multiple conversations going on, or other people on YouTube are responding just to someone else on YouTube. So I'm like, well, that's them talking, so I'll just stay out of it for now. But yeah, Rouvy's super motivational to me. Strong cyclist, he's on the comeback. Hey, here's that bull again. There's the bull. I've seen the bull multiple times. So this might be where I first saw it, where I saw it on the left side of the road. And there's another event. I asked on the YouTube channel, and it was it was Clyde 235 responded. There's another race course where you see it on the right-hand side of the road. So I thought it was like the same road, coming different directions, maybe venturing off, like taking a corner somewhere. I did look at the maps. Believe I spent my time one night. My wife's looking at me like, "What are you doing? What are you doing now?" I'm like, well, creating my YouTube empire that I'm working on. It's not the same road, but it's very, very close. Like, you zoom out a tiny bit and you're right there. So maybe it's just a big sign they have in the area and they put them up in places. Maybe it's a lot more common than I think because it is Spain, the bull, all that kind of stuff, right? So I got these riders front. Let's take a jump to the middle here. Cycling Slapshot is back. Purple Bengal, Scottish Terrier. Hey, SR71, Tour de Donut. What a cool event. Okay, I got to hang out with these folks for a while. Wow, so many riders. So here's Ragnar. We're going to hang out. Ragnar's in 20th place. We got Guy here. Seelan. Eddie has drifted back a little bit here, riding a little bit more casual now. Alex, superstar. Alex, thank you for the buy me a coffees. Thank you. I call them gels. Just gives me a little bit of extra motivation to keep the videos coming out. Fast and furious over here. Tuna Tornado. Tuna was in the team time trial on Friday. So yeah, we did do a team time trial. Forgot to mention it. Gem City, ICC, has these cool time trial events. Lots of racers were in it. I was in Friday, 10 o'clock in the morning. I did okay. Probably about a 1 intensity factor, so not killing it like some of the riders. I think I was pretty good till about kilometer 18 out of 23. Then I was a little bit getting suspect. But lots of good pulls from Tuna in that one. Tuna's rocking his way up here right now. So here's Alex again, core member of the GRC team, Swiss rider. Holly 87, maybe she's thinking it's time to get back inside. Really strong climber. Chag, YN, Chagi, South African rider, level 82. So here we go again. Here's a rider that's been around forever. I'm not level 80 yet. I'm a level 75. Man, I got to start riding more. Never seen that rider. Roger. Roger's always riding. Always, always, always. He's with Matac 04 right now. So look at this. We got 3 legend riders all together here. Antoine Armand, I've seen this rider quite a bit. Back riding with the French rider. Gorka _AL. Brand new. Just trying to see what their avatar is. It kind of reminds me of the Euskatel Euskadi thing. Yeah, David's everywhere. Everywhere. Scottish Terrier back in action. Jills is here. Yes. Jill's looking good in his Team GRC official gear that you can buy through the OLE store. I'll put a link in the description. Still have to order mine. SR71. Yeah, so John had some really cool pictures posted yesterday on the Discord. I say it every week now. Do all the YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Please, please, please. It's growing. It might actually happen. Ender Wiggum here. Yeah. Everyone's here. So there's a Discord link. Jump into our Discord. It's just fun to hang out and chat with people about cycling stuff. Maybe you need help with the mechanical. anything, maybe gear. There's so much advice and info in there. Get in it. So John, Kristen, Danon, they did the team time trial together. Then they also did the Tour de Donut, which I thought was just like an inside running joke for them. But yeah, they did the Tour de Donut, which I think they had to do a little bike race, and then they had a time benefit or bonus by eating donuts afterwards, or maybe before. I don't know. But insanity. But one of the coolest things I saw is Kraken's here. Kraken, said, yeah, this is part of my team time trial team as well. Clyde 235, this hillbilly, cycling slapshot. Carusa, new. Ciclista Vermel. There's another Ciclista, Carlo, and I think I saw him here. Maybe I was mistaking the name. New cyclist with us. Level 2, Ivan L for the win. Yes, dude. Yes, dude. Do it. So, level 2 rider here. Smart dude. Happened to put himself on the best bike. Excellent. Eat more cake. Where's Wartall? They always ride together. Nick Galetti here. Italian flag. Then we've got Carmel Smith. Sorry, folks. I think the air purifier was just going off like crazy there in the background. Fuji 52. Pat 04. This guy was here last week, the paracyclist. Love it. Great to see you. Back to Silver Birch, Des Dyer, Rosta G, Jerry, and then we've got a ton of new riders here. So all coming into the fold, the warm embrace of Rouvy racing. Back at the front, I knew this would stay the same. We got our 5 deadly hitters at the front here. We are only 1.5 kilometers to the finish, folks. So I think this race evolved much the same way as the Muckers did. It's just a constant attrition. People getting into groups, hanging with their groups as long as they can, and then just everything getting smashed to pieces as the Watt bombs were unleashed on the other cyclists. It's incredible watching this. I love it. Yeah, look at them pushing hard here. 6 to 7 watts per kilo up this little slight flat. Love these kinds of flats. False flatty. I love it. Hitters going off here. The hitters are moving. Then we got the group of Nizzy G, Spin Jedi, ZZ, and Rubu. Rubu himself. Yeah, so again, had a great chat with Rubu. I love chatting with people on Discord, so feel free anytime. I even shared pictures of the family with Rubu that no one knows about. The Joey Jojo and the girls. So that was kind of cool to do too. Okay, here we are, folks, coming into the final 700 meters. What is going to happen here? Everyone's kind of chilling out a little bit now here. If you call 6 watts per kilo chilling out. Maddox starting to push hard now. He's just revving it up slowly. Chris hanging right with him. I'm waiting to see Shunnick come flying over. Shunnick here is the rider on the right on the live bike here. Spectacular paint job. Sensational. Check out the disc brakes here on these. I don't see any rim brakes anymore, folks. Maddox pushing hard. 9 watts per kilo with 300 meters to go. Don Mateo coming up hard here too now. L rolling. Chris, everyone's lighting it up. Here comes Shunnick though. Shunnick absolutely smashing to the front. Can Shunnick hold it? He's 150 meters to go. Chris blasts him with 12 watts per kilo. It's all coming. Chris takes first place, folks. Looks like Chris is going to. Don Mateo is coming back hard now. Wow. Wow. So it looks like Chris got it over Shunnick. I thought I saw El Rowland come in for 5th there. Yeah, that was pretty awesome to watch that one go down. Just they slowly turned up the heat. Just give it a bit more. Oh, a little bit more. Oh, you want more, do you? Just to see who can react to it. Okay, we got Paul here, Spin Jedi, riding with Nizzy G. Nice 4 or 5 watts per kilo. We got ZZZ, and we got Rubu right here. So let's see how this goes down. So Rubu and Global Ragnar did do a group ride this morning. Actually, I think they might have been, was it as a race? I don't know. Little warm-up, guys. I was planning to be there, but yeah, today I was really tired. I don't know what happened. Captain Morgan didn't visit me last night. ZZ starting to light it up here. Spin Jedi already going. So everyone's no big sprints yet, but just winding up. Okay, here we go. Now, I just said it. Rubu just rocks out 12 watts per kilo. Nizzy G at 14 watts per kilo. So They kind of left it right to the last 100 meters. Here's Stu. What's Stu going to do on this one? Ghost Pink, Biker AB, Dirk Yeager, Yaya Reki. Oh, this is quite the group here, folks. With only less than a kilometer to go, finishing chute is right here. We've got groups trailing in behind us right now. I would love to zoom in. Say it every time till they fix that for me. Biker AB, so everyone, subscribe, like, comment, do all that fun stuff. If you want to help out additionally, I did put a buy me a coffee link. I guess I'm supposed to do this, and I hate doing this stuff, but everyone does this. Like I said, Alex supported me, bought me 2 gels. It motivates me so much that everyone likes what I'm doing. Rubu kicked off my membership program that's actually been there forever. Just no one noticed it, and I don't ask, so... but the goal here, folks, is to get some sponsors that will help me do more of these videos. Let's do this 7 days a week if we have to. Let's get some stores local. Ooh, Darth Puncher, just absolutely lighting it up here. 8 watts per kilo with just over 250 meters to go. Pushing hard. Biker AP coming back hard now, though. Can he bring him back? Both decked out in the same U.S. jersey. Looks like Biker AP is going over his left shoulder. Can Darth react? 10 watts per kilo. Darth is going to finish in 11th. Dirk Yeager coming in right behind him with Stu. So Stu finished just ahead of Dirk Yeager, and then Alan came in right behind him there. Awesome. Yaya Reki coming in 16th. I don't want to miss Yaya Reki. One of my favorite names to say on Rouvy. There's only one other that I haven't seen back this year, and I hope he's back. So we got Wojo here, Team GRC jersey. Oh, no, he's not. He's in a different one. But we do have So It Goes. So It Goes is starting to crank it up now. Going for that 17th place. And then Wojo and Thomas Lynn in the GRC jersey coming in for 19th. Guy Seelan. We'll go with Guy for now. I like Guy. I like Guy too. Guy. Looks like Ragnar's coming in now. So, yeah, Ragnar did have a group ride this morning. I was going to be there because I got to get some rides in. So busy yesterday, outside, inside. I had a bunch of furniture to build yesterday. You know when you get like some furniture to build and it's like, oh, here's your 85 pieces. Oh, and there's 400 screws. There's this, there's that. I'm going to say this thing took me 3 to 4 hours to build a dresser. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun, and I missed my ride. I was just out of it. So maybe those buy me a coffees will reinvigorate me. So yeah, folks, we're going to get some sponsors on the show. So yeah, Guy coming in 20th place. Global Ragnar coming in next. So yeah, let's back up again here too. So I mentioned Nidier earlier. I will try to reach out to some riders, see what they want. I'll just talk about it in the Discord maybe. Join the Discord. Links down below. Don't be afraid, folks. Don't be shy. The water is just delicious. Nidier tracks all the race results. We don't want it to be too racy, but we want good racing too. We want good data. So it's pretty cool that he's designed that. Tuna Tornado, Alex riding together. Both are in the Discord, by the way, folks. Antoine Armand is coming in for 24th, riding with Chag YN, South African rider. Ender Wiggum, Gur rider. I'd like to follow more Gur races. Okay, so later today, at some point, I'm going to go on and see if I can find them all on Facebook. Maybe they have websites. So right now, it's Muckers. It's Team GRC. We're now doing America's Watts. I know there was the RSL, the Rouvy Summer League. I think that's Peter who does that. Is it Otruba? Am I right about that? So here too, if you ever want to know, Roger's in the Discord. Jill's is in the Discord. Holly's in the Discord. These are all folks you can talk to. Talk about cycling. So as soon as I'm done this, you know what I do? I race downstairs, jump on I actually go on my Xbox for this, headset on, and I chat with these people live. It's a full conversation. There's a bunch of riders in there. Usually they're doing a cool down ride together, like a downhill. Just spin the legs out a little bit. So we're just going to bounce back here. So yeah, you can talk to all these people. Everyone's super friendly. And to this date, there has never been one issue in the Discord that I've noticed. Super chill, super cool. Everyone's really helpful. It's probably my main social media source, to be honest. It's there all day. We have so many different chat discussions. Okay, what's going on here? Jill's is winding it up to 5 watts a kilo, finishing nice and strong. Roger coming in right at 4. We got Matic just behind a little bit with Gorka AL following closely. John here's back. I'm assuming John's at home. I don't know. So what was cool about the Gem City team time trial team is that they did it as a group. Another good point. So Danon, Kristen, John, SR71, and was Red Bunny in it as well, John? I'm not sure. I thought I saw your son there in that picture. I think they had 3, maybe 4 bikes set up, like in a room somewhere. I'm assuming Danon's place. Danon and Kristen, so that they were all doing the team time trial live together. Like, how awesome is that? So virtual cycling, but as a group live. So you can all encourage each other. David putting in a little dig here, keeping John honest. John responding, 6 watts a kilo. Will David come over his shoulder? Photo finish here, folks. David might have just snagged that one. Just putting in a nice dig at the end. So they all got together to meet. Then they did the Tour de Donut. Hopefully they just stuffed their faces with donuts. I know I would. For 5 minutes, time savings? Oh, I'm probably good for a dozen, at least. Kraken 71 here riding with Hillbilly, Clyde 235. So here's the point I'm getting to. We all know him, Chad Ritchie. Chad's helped me out with videos in the past. They had a little, after bike ride session, sitting around at the barbecue. Kraken just launches it. Just absolutely unleashes the 8 watts per kilo there, putting in a nice attack, getting his sprint ready for race season. So they're sitting around having a barbecue afterwards. I see the beers flowing. I see the fire. Next thing you know, I see Chad Ritchie, the musician, the artist formerly known as Chad Ritchie, playing the frickin' banjo. And he's good. It was so awesome. So yeah, Chad sitting there picking away. Is that what you do? You pluck a banjo, and everyone's just having a good time together. So that was so cool to see. I had no idea that the Tour de Donut was a real thing. I thought it was just, kind of like their running joke as a group. No one really told me anything about it. Guys, let me know next time. Ivan L, new name. We have not said this name. Oh, we did. This is our level 2 winner of the lowest level rider of the day. Dude, if I had sponsors, if I had prizes to give you, we could send you a prize, but we don't have that yet. We need sponsors to come on board, get involved. Rouvy cycling is awesome for racing. It's awesome for staying in shape. Another huge one is mental health. The days I don't ride, I feel crappy. Like, Cycling Slapshot, just launching it right now. From North Carolina, Cycling Slapshot, digging in hard. Ivan's chasing, though. Ivan L, level 2. I got to think Ivan's been around riding bikes for a while, because I think a brand new rider, let's call him a noob would not know to use the best bike. That's my guess. So I think Ivan L is a character, and he's came across from a different platform and likes the real world videos with the avatars, because this is where it's all at, folks. You got your other platforms? Yeah. If I want to play a bad looking video game, I'll go back to my Xbox 360, if you don't mind, because it's really not that good. It's really not. I love the real life videos, and this one has the best videos. There's different levels of videos. You can standard def, HD, 2K, 4K. Of course, not all those videos are available, and it all depends on what you download as well. So we got Cruza here. Maybe it's Core USA, possibly. No, Czech rider. Okay. If you don't know, Rouvy is a Czech company. Fuji 52, American here. Nick Galetti coming in ahead. So we're going to hang out to the end today, folks, here. Just chit-chat about whatever. So again, yeah, Tour de Donut with Chad Ritchie playing the banjo there. That's really cool to see. I'll ask my friends on the Discord if I can snag a pic or two. I don't think it really matters that much, but I just want to be careful of everyone's privacy and whatnot. Maybe Chad's actually got a ban against him on playing banjo. Maybe his wife's like, there's no more banjo playing, dude. But that takes you down in a spiral. Just kidding, obviously. But yeah, I think it'd be cool to share that stuff. So maybe I'll throw some up on the channel here. Fuji52 coming in 44th place. Nice job. Finishing close to 3 watts per kilo. Nice ride. Eat more cake, yeah. Our Welsh friend not riding with his riding partner Wartall today. Wartall's been gone a couple weeks. I think they were gone 1 week and then they came back. Carmel Smith from the UK. Great to see you riding with us. So a few more riders coming in here. Okay, yeah, there's the paracyclist. At least I think that's what he is. I wonder. Okay, so good question. Paracycling. So I don't know. Is it, are you full-bodied? Is it a hand bike? I don't want to say normal bike, but like, is it a bike with maybe like a balance assistance? Let us know what you're riding. I'm interested. I guess if you're riding inside, because I know in the past I've seen Carlo Calcagni, I've seen his videos. He kind of rides like this. It's pretty cool, I think, like almost like a tricycle setup. So obviously, what affects him really messes with his balance. So he needs those 2 extra wheels on the back to provide the assist, so he doesn't just topple over. Maybe some really bad vertigo, things like that. Although some paracyclists are hand cycling. Hey, here's something really cool. I gotta bring this up right now. It's a weird thing in Canada. The Humboldt Broncos crash. God, when was that? Ooh, that's quite a while ago. That was 2018. Were those 15? Okay, I'm not the greatest with the numbers, but it was a junior A hockey team. Humboldt Broncos, Humboldt's in Saskatchewan. They were on a Greyhound bus, like a tour bus, like a world tour bus. Got completely obliterated by a semi. I think it was like 15 people died, maybe 18. A bunch of young dudes, just like barely hitting their prime. One of them, I think his name is Jacob Wasserman. I think I'm saying it right. And I think he might be the kid that lives just down the road. Okay, I'm going to look after this. And I'll put some notes in the comments. He has now transitioned into being, I think he's competing at he might be at the Paralympics, I think, in rowing. The kid's an athlete. Like, come on. So as soon as I'm done here, I'm looking, and if I'm totally wrong, I know I'm not. I'm just not sure if he was from Airdrie or not. Homa cranked. Yeah, so he's transitioned to another sport. So Luis Paracycling here, 7. Let us know what your setup's like. I'm really interested how it works. Silver Birch coming in right now behind Luis. Wonder what that stands for. It's probably Lewis something or other. Lewis. I don't know. Des Dyer's coming in 50th place. Looking good, Des. Then we got Rasta G, level 24. We've got Siub, Italian rider here. I wonder how you actually say that. So I'm looking at these bikes here. Looks like the Italian rider, not on the Lidl Trek Madone, but looks like the Domani. That looks like the Domani paint scheme to me. I'm pretty sure about that. I think those bikes were kind of branded with that paint livery, and you can't change it. Can you change any of the bike's colors? It's a good question. I know you can kind of mess with them a little bit. Maybe that's just the jerseys. You think I would know that by now. But yeah, I just picked the bikes on performance. Love the Lidl Trek. Can I say that anymore? The Madone Jet SLR 9 Gen 8. My address is down below. Okay, so we got our South African rider here. Getting close to the finish. Just going a little bit more cruisy now. Taking a long drink there. So, things I mentioned today. Team Time Trial. I will be working on a video for that. Yesterday, I didn't even ride. Just too busy outside. Too busy building things. So, that video is just on a bit of a pause for now. So, I have 2 videos captured. And I know I could snag a couple more. I just need to download them and then start piecing them together and then do a little bit of a voice overlay on it. I I'm hoping I can do it like this too. Usually when I do just a voice overlay, I guess maybe I would play that video, screen cap it, and then just have my smiling face down here below in another shiny New Jersey. Yeah, so I'm looking for jerseys. I've got a few more. I don't really wear tons of jerseys, especially now that I ride inside. I'm a bibs guy. I just rock out the bibs. I love good cycling socks too. Looking to maybe do something with a sock manufacturer here in Canada. If you're interested, let me know. I think there's a ton of people here that would love to know about new products. So 53, 4, 5, 6. We had 56 riders finish Sunday. Again, I think I'd love to know the Rouvy numbers because I don't know them. But you can see the weekly stuff. It's getting bigger every week now. People are coming back and new people are coming in, like Arlen here. Arlen the triathlete. Arlen, let's get you on a better bike next time. So that tells me I need to make a bike video. And when I say video, I mean just me kind of rambling, talking about Rouvy, talking about anything. I like doing this. I like interacting with people, comments, folks. Support any way you can. And there's so many ways to support. If you're some rich dude who's got tons of cash, you could just throw cash at me. That would really help me right now, specifically right now. If you can share this video with a friend, that's equally as supportive to me. If you can let your buddies know, hey man, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna ride this winter? Oh, I'm gonna ride the Z platform. Hey man, well you can check out this other one. There's videos every week. There's a race commentary. There's this. There's that. You can support me that way too. I want to start doing some interviews with riders. I just don't know how I'm going to do it yet. Kolofsky from the Mucker said, hey, you should interview one of the riders that was in the race. I'm like, yeah, absolutely. I'd love to do that. I'm just trying to figure out how to piece it together. Would I do it more? I really want to do a podcast too. I want to do something that you can listen to as you're mindlessly doing something you don't want to do, like building furniture. Okay? Can we say that? Like, that's what I do. Or maybe you're gardening. So you're just kind of like zoned out a little bit where you don't have to pay attention. Maybe you're just driving to work. I podcast everywhere I go. Obviously, I can't watch YouTube videos, but you can pay enough attention to a podcast. And if you can't, back up 30 seconds. So, hey, here's another thing I'd ask you guys. What kind of commercials are you seeing in these? Like, what kind of ads are popping up? I saw Whoop a few days ago. Neil, Mucker1974, told me he saw a quad lock video. So I think that's really cool that the YouTube is doing the right job in sending the right ads to you. I mean, I have no control over that. That's just the way it is. I wish I could have it that I could just turn them all off. But then, yeah, that's how you get monetized. So anyway, folks, yeah, great race today. Really cool to see this. We will be finishing up here with Arlen Try, our 56 rider, level 7. So you didn't win today, Arlen. You did not get the lowest level rider, but you got a solid ride in. Hope to see you back next week. We will jump out of that, folks. We are back to the main Rouvy page. This is kind of like what you're going to see. Here's the nice GRC logo. So they were doing the Tranquillo event. Here's where you find your challenges. And I'm going to do videos on all this. Here we are. I still have one to do. This is what I'll be doing today. I think this was the ride we did. So last week we did a Sunday, Monday, double, as we call it here. If you know, you know. And I think this was the Monday route, I believe. So I'm hoping to throw this together with... so you can see there's 6 routes in this challenge, and they say done here. In the past, they used to light up yellow along the bottom, but there was some confusion because if you'd done the route before, it would already be lit up in yellow, which I kind of like that. I like seeing the little yellow line along the bottom. I also like seeing this too because I was like, yeah, well, to me it was like, oh, here's a new challenge, and here's the Gijon route. And if I'd already done it, I'd go, oh yeah, I remember that route because the little yellow line's there. It took me a while to actually see the done button. So these are done in the challenge. It won't say that, I believe, even if you've done it before now. So yeah, these are all like the easy ones. So I'm going to throw that together. And then on top of that, yeah, there's a lot to do here, folks. Like lots of climbs. These are kind of like the intermediate climbs, except for stage 20. Take a look at this. 49 kilometers, over 2,000 meters of climbing. Ooh. These ones that are 800-900, these aren't bad. Not bad. So that's a tough one. And then we got El Diablo. 21 stages. A lot of simple stuff. Like I could throw Barcelona on today. Nice flat course. I thought about doing this one, Arganil. Tiny bit of climbing, 25 kilometers, whip-de-doo. And then you got a mixture of like, just nice little roller courses, some more climbs. I did want to point this out though, like stage 20 of La Vuelta this year. Take a look at this. So Pico and Blanco, stage 20, 1,600 meters of climbing. Remember that, stage 20. And then we go back to Medio, stage 20, La Vuelta 2024. Being the guy I am, I sat last night with TV, with YouTube on, watching, So this is actually 2 chunks of stage 20 of La Vuelta 2024. I think this day alone had 7 categorized climbs. These 3 are dead center of the profile. And then if you go back to that El Diablo one, okay, remember that? We're going to go back to El Diablo now. Stage 20. Yeah, Pico and Blanco. Basically, those 3 stages from the other one end, and then these 2 start. So you do 5 climbs out of the 7 on that day. Like, this is an insane day. So, stage 20, the other one had 2,000 meters of climbing. This one adds another 1,600 meters of climbing on, and there was 2 more categorized climbs. I think they were 2s or 3s that the World Tour riders have to take on as well, plus all the distance in between. Like, stage 20, La Vuelta this year is going to dominate. I've been watching a whole bunch of really cool old cycling videos. I watched the, what is it called? I'm going to put a link. It's called Cycling Classics on YouTube. I've been a member forever. Subscribe. You got to subscribe to people. If you're going to watch their videos, just subscribe. Please subscribe. It's just so we know we're doing something right. I've watched the 98 Tour de France, no Lance Armstrong. And then I watched La Vuelta 1998, the return of Lance Armstrong. He finished 4th in that race at La Vuelta. This is before Lance went on the tear. 98-2 was the year of the Festina thing. Oh, there was so much going on. Just to go back, I would think, if someone asked me what was the big team that got kicked out, I would have said Festina. I didn't know there was 3 other teams. Not to say they all got kicked out, but they left. It was kind of like, ooh, we got to go. Like Kelme left. There was another team, I can't remember, they left. And, TVM, another big team that just pulled the pin. So, anyway, folks, you know me, I could ramble on about cycling all day. We're going to bounce out of here. And, ooh, yeah, I got some stuff to do here today. So anyways, if you want to see some cool cycling, check out that link. I'm going to put it in there, Cycling Classics. Tons and tons of races to go back and watch. How this guy compiled it all, I don't know. But it's there for now. I'm watching it. It'll give you some good history on stuff. I thought about doing some videos where I just go back and talk about them. So many cool characters that you've forgotten about. Maybe you never even knew. Anyway, riders, where are we at? Oh, it's 10 after 9 already. I know you got a busy day. I got a few things to do as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to call it quits there, and I'll see you again real soon. More stuff coming real quick. Thanks for watching.